The Miami Heat have a slogan, fan up. Well, I'm telling the Miami Heat team, organization, to man up. The team is now 5-4 after 9 games in the 2010-2011 NBA season. They blew a 22-point lead and lost by 2 in overtime to the Jazz. And then the next game, they got embarrassed, out-hustled, outplayed, outclassed, outpoised by the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics, I cannot stand the Boston Celtics, even though they have my favorite player, Shaquille O'Neal. I just do not like the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics, just in my opinion, just are one of the worst sports teams. But they know how to win, and they've been together, and that's what just frustrates me. The Miami Heat have no excuses for how they're playing. No excuses. You can say that this is just the 9th game of the season and they need more than 9 games to gel, because the argument is when the Big Three and Boston came together, they were all towards the end of their credits. They haven't won anything. They really didn't do anything individually before coming together. The Heat's Big Three, or semi-Big Three, came together in their prime, when they're all accomplished players, when they all could still put up huge numbers, when the future was unknown. Who knows? Maybe LeBron would have won a championship in Cleveland. Maybe Dwayne Wade a few years from now would have gone far in the playoffs with the Miami Heat, minus those two other bigs that signed with them. All I know is that this team is at a crossroads. This team is not mentally there to compete every night. And during the telecast, I saw Pat Riley taking notes. I think it begins with the coaching. I think the players do not respect Erik Spoelstra. I think they are walking all over him. And I think the reason why he is accepted on this team is because he doesn't get after players, when they're not playing at their full potential. So, in my heart, I believe Pat Riley will not come down and coach, but who knows? He put this team together. He is frustrated, obviously. So who knows what will happen. But all I know is that the Miami Heat need to man up. Sure, it's 9 games. Sure, in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to matter. They're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to gel. I mean, it's going to take at least 20 games to get fully acclimated with each other. But it's just frustrating. I mean, a team with Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh should not blow a 22-point lead at home and lose in overtime. Should not be embarrassed by the Boston Celtics at home. I mean, their defense was just non-existent tonight. And it's just frustrating to know that, earlier in the season, starting forwards for teams, I think they went like 2 games without scoring a point. It just seemed like the last 2 games, like they're just getting manhandled. And the 2 things they need to improve in are the point guard position and the center position. Carlos Arroyo just doesn't cut it. He is a defensive liability. I think you have to have your best ball handler, your most dominant player, as your point guard. And I think that point guard is LeBron James. LeBron James will not accept that role, but I think he should for the betterment of the team. Then you got the center position. Joel Anthony, let's face it, he sucks. He had like 3 shot attempts in a Jazz game, and that was like his season high. I mean, it's ridiculous. Pat Riley needs to make a move to get a center in here. Most importantly, I think a center is most important, because we have point guards. We have capable point guards. We need a center. Once again, the Miami Heat need to man up. They need to play defense. They need to find their identity quick, because quite frankly, I'm really kind of concerned. I know lots of double entendre, but I am kind of concerned. You know, I know in the grand scheme of things, they're 5-4. They're like 5th in the East, and it's like the 9th game of the season. And I know that they're going to make the playoffs, and I know that they're probably going to be in the top like 3 in the NBA record-wise when it comes down to it. I know that they're going to go far in the playoffs, but it's just frustrating right now that that team with that caliber of talent cannot win easily against teams of equal or better quality. It's just, man up, Miami. It's just embarrassing, really. Play some defense. It starts with defense. Your offense will come. Play some defense. Shaq, I love you, man. I do. But I can't root for the Celtics. It really does pain me to see you in green. Man, it really does. Shouldn't have done that. Miami, man up. For the sake of yourselves and for the sake of your fans. Miami Heat are going to be there at the end of the season. But quite frankly, I'm tired of all the media talking about this. 2 games lost in a row. Tomorrow, ESPN. Who will be traded? When will Pat Riley step down? When will Eric Spoelstra be fired? It's going to be the end of the world tomorrow. It's going to be Armageddon on ESPN tomorrow. I'm just going to steer clear of that shit because I love sports and everything, but I mean, it comes to the point where they overanalyze just about everything. Yeah, Miami, man up. I had to think there for a second. Man up, Miami. Really, seriously, just fucking do it. Just fucking do it already.